Hi guys, so let me tell you how it feels like coming back from a country of 6 hour difference. We flew back from Indonesia yesterday. Today is Monday, 27th of May, I believe. And we landed at 6 a.m. but Dublin time, and in Indonesia it was like middle of the night. So obviously we had to readjust. I slept more hours than I needed to during the day, and then we fell asleep at night around 10 o'clock. And then I was bright and early, waking up at 4 a.m. Now it's about 7 or 8 a.m. I've been up since basically 4, which is not ideal, but I'm trying to readjust. Thankfully, now I am once again unemployed. As I said, I don't know if I shared this or not. I did quit my job, my non-medical job, to focus solemnly on finding my first medical job. So now I'm technically unemployed. I don't have anything lined up. I am going to be returning to job hunt very soon today, like as soon as I can. But the life goes on, and I have tasks to do. I have house to run. I have like things to clean, after the vacation you always have like a bunch of stuff that you need to take care of, which I did partially yesterday. So when we landed at 6 a.m. we came home, I started to unpack right away, unpacked everything like loosely, how I just like kind of threw everything on its place. I didn't really dug deeper, I didn't organize deeper than that. Today I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna probably get you through it with me, because kind of like recording myself doing mundane tasks, because then when I watch it back I'm like, I actually done a lot. Like it takes a lot of time to run a household, even if you're just two people. Even if you don't have kids and you have a tiny apartment in Dublin, you still have to do lots of things, and you should appreciate yourself and your effort. Let's go and organize this mess of an apartment. First, I'm gonna tell you what I'm dealing with today. This is the first load of laundry that we did yesterday that I need to fold. Then here I have, the table is semi-clean and okay. I am watching Manifest, so wanna help me get through today. And then I will obviously wash all the dishes on the kitchen and kind of clean the counters. We had dinner yesterday, had breakfast this morning, and we didn't clean basically absolutely anything. I have the second load of washing there, and then when it's done I'm gonna put it to dry. And yeah, for this room that would be it for now. Then I need to charge my fiance's fitness bracelet. He just went to work, but he didn't have, obviously the bracelet was out of charge, so I need to get this done. Maybe I'm gonna make myself a little juice to kind of get my vitamins in.
So sure of our love, I never thought of any reason, a doubt about us, and now I'm right back at the start. Halfway through a bottle, baby, and nothing to know. I thought that I could keep it low, take it easy, take it slow.
It's like 10:30 in the morning and I'm exhausted. Usually I only wake up around 9, so that's so weird. But I'm gonna try to stay up for as long as I can today. I might have a little nap to just kind of like not to exhaust myself too much. Like jet lag is a real thing. Like I was really happy I wasn't affected by it on the way to Indonesia. We arrived very late at night, so obviously when we arrived we went to sleep right away, and then next day we woke up and we kind of continued like that. We never had naps, and it was really seamless transition to being like 6 hours ahead. However, 6 hours behind, it's not the same, and now I'm feeling like really wrecked. I feel like it's the evening, even though it's literally like 10 a.m. I didn't do anything productive in terms of my like actual tasks. Like the only actual like adult task I did was sending in my last timesheet for my work that I quit. And that's it. I didn't search for any medical jobs. I didn't send out any resumes. All I did is just housework, house chores. I have my new fresh pile of laundry all set up, and I'm still watching Manifest. This is the last episode of season 3, I believe. And I cleaned the kitchen. I organized the quartz. You probably saw all of that in the previous clips, in the previous time lapses. And to be honest, I feel like lunch, but it's like 10 a.m. I don't know if it's legal to have lunch that early. Had a quick shower, a 3-hour nap. Well, I call it recovering from jet lag, not a nap, but still. Now I'm binge watching this Karma Medic videos because he just helps me to get into work space. I did send out some emails. Now I'm trying to delete some old footage that I don't need anymore to free up the space for new footage. And I I came up with an idea how to apply for some more jobs medically wise. Maybe I'll share it, maybe I won't, maybe I'll only share it if it will be successful. We'll see. Hey guys, I got a call yesterday from the hospital. I was scheduled for a procedure a month ago, and unfortunately they couldn't do it for medical reasons. Not gonna get you in too much into it, but they called me yesterday and they said that they have a spot for today to try it again under a local anesthesia. And I am going soon to the hospital. I'm a bit nervous. As a doctor, I am the worst patient ever, as you can imagine, because I know way too many things that can go wrong, and I am a bit nervous. I am by myself, no one is coming with me, so that adds to the anxiety. Let's hope that today the doctor will be able to do what they wanted to do last time. But obviously I'm not gonna make any content there because of confidentiality of doctors and patients there. But maybe I'll do some clips of, the floor and something. We'll see. Or maybe I'll just tell you my impressions after. Last time, the doctor was so nice. She explained the procedure in such detail that, amazing. I was so impressed by the professionalism and care I received. Hey guys, I'm back home. I took a cab from the hospital, watching my comfort show, Friends, and waiting for my food delivery. I feel okay. I have some pain, obviously, but other than that, I'm okay. So the procedure it did not go as well as it was supposed to, so they will have to rebook me again for general anesthesia this time. It's gonna be in about a month, so I'm a bit sad about that, but at the same time I'm happy that I don't have to go through that pain again, because it was very painful. Basically at some point I was like, I cannot take it anymore. Let's just do it under general. So yeah, I'm gonna have it in about a month. Hi guys, it's been a while. It's been a very wild 2 weeks. Today is 27th of June 2024, and tomorrow I have 2 very important events that I want to share. So the first event is, if you are in Dublin, if you live in Ireland, you probably know that Taylor Swift is in this weekend in Dublin, and she's playing 3 shows, and I am going tomorrow for night 1. I am beyond excited. I'm like you have no idea what it took me to get that ticket. I was refreshing like a mad woman. I never got the code for pre-sale, so my only hope was a resale ticket, and I got it in April. I think I got it 1st of April or something, and I was just so happy. I was crying. I was so happy. I was literally sobbing my eyes out. And tomorrow the concert is happening. I still cannot quite believe it. And maybe because the universe wanted to distract me from the thought of overwhelming joy following the concert, the universe sent me this week something very special, which is the second event of tomorrow, which is my very first interview for an SHO position, which is a junior doctor position, if you don't know. I am terrified. I feel like it was a joke. I feel like someone invited me to this interview as a joke because, okay, so I'm gonna tell you this. I'm not gonna tell you for what hospital I'm interviewing for or anything like that. But what happened is, like this morning, I got an invite link to join the virtual room for tomorrow for the interview itself. And in the CC section of that email, there were all the emails of the candidates for this interview. So, you know what I did? I was not taking the high road. No, I wasn't. I actually went, and the ones that were like, name.surname@gmail.com, I actually checked them out on LinkedIn. I know it's super stupid and petty of me, but I just couldn't resist. When I saw those emails, I was like, this is such a breach of personal data, whatever, but I cannot not look into that. So I actually went over to LinkedIn and I checked out some of the profiles of the people that will be interviewing tomorrow for the same position as I am. And they're like super cool. They have experience. They have experience in the field I'm interviewing for, not just like any experience. And most of them have Irish experience as well. And I am not obviously, but I am definitely from the ones that I saw the least experienced person. I have been cramming and studying for last 3 days. I have my flashcards and I have this giant notepad with all the stuff that I kind of wanted to revise and stuff. And I don't know, I still feel like I don't know anything. I still feel like the clinical part. So if you don't know usually how the interview here goes for a position of junior doctor, they first ask you to talk them through your CV. And that's not going to take long in my case because I have not much on that CV. I worked only 1 year after graduation and I worked as a general practitioner, so there's not much to tell about this. And then after this, you usually get a question, a clinical case question. So you are presented with a certain situation in a clinical setting and you're supposed to elaborate on your initial steps and your approach and etc., etc. And then I believe they might also ask one ethics question, which I'm not overly concerned with because I am quite good at the ethics questions usually, and my press 3 exam kind of showed that as well. So I'm not obsessing over these ones, but the clinical ones, the actual ones that require medical knowledge, this is the one that obviously will be my undoing if something will be in that interview because, realistically, they already saw my CV. They invited me to an interview. That means that my CV, however improbable, it is still on the table, and they knew beforehand that I have never worked in the hospital or in Ireland or in any sort hospital setting. So they already know that. So I already passed a certain threshold that they had because they did invite me to that interview. Yeah, I'm gonna obviously give you tomorrow a little my first thoughts and my review about it, whatever. Nevertheless, it's gonna be exciting because that's my very first interview in the medical field. How can it not be exciting? And I don't have much hope that I will secure that job, just for the fact that I have seen the other candidates and their level of experience, and it's just for me I don't think it's really possible for me to secure that job, but that's okay. I'm still thinking that it's a great opportunity for me to try to see myself in that direct scenario where I'm talking to an HR manager and a consultant, a real life consultant from a real life hospital, and he's gonna ask me a real life questions about managing someone's life, which is very exciting. It's fun, it's exciting. Let's get cracking. Yeah, if you cannot tell at this point, I am absolutely terrified. I'm so scared. Wish me luck. Well, by the time you'll see that, the interview will be long past, and I'll already tell you the result, probably in the same video as this one. Yeah, definitely. And I don't think I will wait for long. Usually they tell you pretty much right after. Not right after, but like the same day or the next working day if you got the job or not. So I'm not gonna be like tearing myself up the entire weekend. And my concert is tomorrow as well, so definitely my interview is in the morning and then the concert is afternoon, so I will be very occupied with Taylor Swift and her amazing performance. So I don't think I will be thinking much about what went wrong, what went right. In a way it kind of turns out perfectly, because if I had the interview on Monday, for example, I wouldn't be able to enjoy my concert to the fullest. So I think the universe is working in a very mysterious and correct ways. Hi guys, the interview was a disaster. So imagine, I'm such a planner, I'm great at organization skills and stuff like that. So I was sitting in that virtual waiting room for 20 minutes waiting to be let in. And my camera was working perfectly, my AirPods were working perfectly, everything was smooth and perfect. And then the second they let me in, somehow my phone switched to the camera of my phone, and since my phone was pointing to the ceiling, it was watching, they were watching my ceiling for 2 minutes. And I couldn't understand what was going on, because I didn't understand how a phone can just pick it up, the meeting, from, from my computer. And the Bluetooth was not even on. So imagine I'm sitting there in front of my computer, and my computer is looking straight at me, the camera of my computer is looking straight at me, yet the camera I'm seeing is looking at the ceiling. And I'm like, what the actual fuck? So eventually, after 2 minutes, the HR let me in and out, and that fixed the problem. But at that point, I was thrown off so much. So I cannot obviously share questions. I don't think I can share the exact questions I was asked, but I can tell you that I was not asked anything clinical. That was a surprise. I was not asked anything ethical. The only things I was asked is one question about my future and one question about my past regarding my CV. I was at that point I was pretty shooken off by this camera thing. I think I managed to semi-collect myself by the end of it. The whole interview, by the way, lasted about 5 minutes. So I really, yeah. And then they just they swapped me back to the HR, and she said, well, get in touch with you next week. The bottom line is, no way in hell I got this job based off of them watching my ceiling for 2 minutes. So I don't even know what would be the takeaway for next time, because I did what needs to be done. I was there beforehand. I checked my camera, I checked my sound, everything was working perfectly. And then the second they let me in the room, some malfunction happened. Next time, okay, I guess the takeaway would be, if you're in a room with multiple devices, remove the other devices, because apparently Apple hijacks your life and starts making nonsense with it. So yeah, next time I'm gonna keep my phone far away from my computer and any other tech I have. But now I'm switching gears. I am getting out of this formal wear. I'm sorry, I have to unzip this because otherwise I would die. And I'm gonna switch to my beautiful dress, and I'm gonna go to see Taylor Swift.